I always had strange feelings in a dark, enclosed room that someone is staring at me. One such incident occurred unexpectedly. It was a terrible night, one can never forget. Maybe a nightmare that haunts me till date. I was alone at home, enjoying some me time, watching an old movie and chilling with some fine wine as it was a weekend. The dusk started consuming up all the light and soon it was night. I tossed some salad for dinner and wanted to take a shower. Just that instant, I felt like someone is stalking me. I looked out of the kitchen window, but in vain. Even while taking a shower, I felt like someone is constantly looking at me. I had a creepy feeling. Even though the water was warm, I felt cold chills running through my spine. I quickly dressed and stepped out. As I closed the bathroom door, I heard a loud bang, as if glasses were shattering. Rushing towards the kitchen, I switched on the lights and saw broken crockery on the floor. I swept them and threw it off in the dustbin, wondering if a cat had entered. But the windows were tightly shut. I was on the verge of screaming but kept quiet. What if it was a burglar or murderer? I was blank. As I turned off the lights to leave, suddenly I heard a voice whispering my name. I trembled and switched the lights on instantly, but there was no one. Wondering if I had too much wine, I switched off the lights again. But once again, the same thing happened. Now I could see a shadow coming closer to me, and for sure it was not a human. I quickly switched on the lights to see, but there was nobody except me. I left the lights on. Scratching my head, I quietly turned to go into my bedroom. As I lie on the bed, I see it again, standing right in front of me. A tall, dark figure, floating with no face. I try to switch on the lights, but I can't reach the switchboard. Soon I realized what I see is not the only one. There were at least 4 more, staring at me and floating inch by inch closer to me as I breathed. I quickly flashed my phone light on them, which paralyzed them for a few seconds. I wanted to scream and run away. Wherever I focused light, those things would vanish, but appear in the dark side again. Spontaneously, I jumped out of my bed to switch on the light, but the power was gone. I felt like fainting, but then gathered courage to run towards the entrance door. Pushing the door open, I ran out of the house into the main street, far away from home. Gasping heavily, I tried hard to breathe, unable to forget what I saw. I quickly called my parents, who were on their way back home. Waiting for them, I sat down near a bench opposite to the bus stop. It was dark with dull street lights and very few people around. When the last bus arrived, I saw my parents rushing towards me. I ran towards them to hug, and they looked worried, seeing me in a terrible condition. They asked what had happened, to which I couldn't speak anything, but pointed towards our dog house. They couldn't see anything. I was sweating profusely, but when we walked towards home, there was indeed nothing. They checked the switchboard and noticed the fuse had come off and fallen on the ground. I couldn't sleep all night and never had the courage to turn off lights before sleeping ever again. Was it the hallucination created by my mind? Or was it a reality? I don't know, but I still think about it in this 4x4 corner room in the mental asylum for the past 15 years.